Well, hello there. Hi there. Welcome to This Bird. Today's video is a reading for Kelly Clarkson's year ahead. Let's see. We're just going to touch base, just see what's coming up for Miss Kelly Clarkson. All right, folks. Kelly Clarkson in her year ahead. So let's see what's coming up for Miss Kelly Clarkson. Her overall energy, how she's going to be feeling about herself is, well, she's carrying some intense emotions that are confusing her. Seems like she has a lot on her plate, and she can go in many directions at this time, but it's quite confusing for her. So as these feelings of probably some anxieties and just the intensity of having to make a choice, it's amped up. She's also very passionate. She has a lot of prospects. She's feeling alive. She feels like horny, and that she could just kind of run buck wild. Expect a lot of flirtation. Expect a lot of suitors. Maybe you'll hear of dating and relating around the circuit. For Kelly, that's exciting. Let's see. As far as work, well, talk away, girl. We know you like to talk, and you like to talk fast, and you're in the right place, and it's a great release for you. Without a care, disregard, ignorance, turning a blind eye to things that are spoken, things that are said online. People are talking about her drinking, maybe she needs to relax, blah blah blah, and she don't care. But be careful, Kelly. You don't want to crash and burn with your career or your finances. But she's still going to be talking. Period. Future finances and career. Let's see. Look, cloud formations. So there is that. We have the Seven of Cups energy with cloud formation and the Emperor. So she's undecided on where she wants to work. She's in charge. She's in control. And she's confused. She doesn't know. It's confusion, indecision, and clouded thoughts. So those clouded thoughts this year are surrounding her career and probably everything else. But you know what? When the career's not feeling so great and you're feeling unsettled in that area of life, nothing better than a little afternoon delight and heated up passion and fire and desire in your panties. And she has that, but she's nervous because she's encountering a twin flame encounter. So this is hot and heavy, and boy, is she laying it down. They're very much alike and kindred spirits, but he makes her nervous. Also maybe in entertainment. Anyhow, in her household, karmic scales, justice. Okay, I see that she's at the end of the road, balancing out her home life. Things can finally settle down. Maybe she's entering into a new home all the way around. I don't know. It's possible. It could be that she's done being single and she's going to enter into marriage, and they will be communing together under one roof. I don't know. But there's definitely cycles ending for her, and it's great. This is a transformation where she went from point A to point B and has finally made it to the other side. She feels like she can actually breathe again. This person that's entering her life makes her a little bit bashful. and giddy. It's the giddy schoolgirl spirit. Good for her. What? And it's divine masculine here entering for Emperor's on the board, even though it's a different position. It's just confirming. Anyhow, what she's talking about is money, family, properties, investments, and emotional support, deep love for her family and her family support. Also, marriage, and I suspect that Kelly Clarkson is going to be getting engaged or married in 2026 because they've been a deep support for her. And they feel like family, they feel like home. And she's going to be talking about her family, her kids, and her family unit, and her chosen family unit as well, like those that aren't blood related that she leaned upon. One of them is producing a little bit more than like friends. They're in it to win it. I suspect marriage for her in 2026, period. Moving into her relationship house, I see it here as well. We have pick up your sword, girl. Take a stand. Be heard. Support a cause. Yeah, go get it. Get it in. Get it in. Because you've been hurt for far too long, and it's time for you to take a stand. You've been on a break and on a hiatus for a long time due to hurt feelings, third-party situations, being blasted, being lied to, being heartbroken, but you still have a weapon here. So, it is time for you to get out there and start chatting it up with someone, possibly an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here, but they are a smooth talker. They're intelligent. They may be, like I said, in the industry, musician. Six of Wands could be marriage. Is in her relationship house. Success in relationships and wins, but possible marriage or proposal of marriage coming in for her. As foundations are very important. The 444 is on the board, and we have what she doesn't see coming is the Page of Swords. That spark of the beginning of seeing things differently, of communicating with someone. Could be younger Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Be there. Let there be light. Yeah, okay, finding a solution, illumination, and growth. So, also she's seeing that what she doesn't see through this process is the growth of her child. That her child's not a baby, right? And mommy's moving on and possibly considering marriage. What she doesn't see coming is that it's good. It's good. Child is accepting, and you'll find a solution and resolution to everything and anything, any kink in the road. What she speaks into fruition about family abundance and love, the ocean of love, how emotional she is and connected and supported by her family. Well, she holds back. She's holding back some things that she's bottled up, repressed, pent up, and needing to release, but she's not going to release them. She's keeping them to herself. Basically, she's got a big mouth. She wants to talk. She'd love to tell you everything, but she's not, because she's a good mother. She's not trying to rain on anybody's parade or disrespect the dead, if you know what I'm saying. So she's not. She's reserved. She'd rather pull away and withdraw from all of that. And she's feeling good. But what she's talking about is how she had to hold it all in for her family. really keep it together. And I think probably by the end of 2026, you're going to be able to, maybe a book will be written by Kelly, and she'll have a release or a song or something like that. Probably, I don't know. It feels very autobiographical. So so it is music. So she's going to release what's been bottled up because she's been holding it in for so long, and she's only been able to really garner the support from her friends and family dealing with that. And thankfully, they've held on to her confidence. So they're trustworthy. How she's viewed by others is that, like, she needs a break. Sacred smoke, clearing the air, purging negativity and prayer. That she's in need of prayer and take a break and to just purge of anything negative. Meaning, let the old and the past, it's gone forever. Forever, ever. And there's no need to, there's no need to publicly speak about it ever again, unless she so choose. But she needs a break. That's what her social standing is, so that she can purge from grief, mourning. They're not positive feelings, folks. They weigh you down, they stress you out, and then you're being a mom and you're making the money and you're trying to show up for everyone. And there's one point during grief that it's like, yes, that's my momentum, I need to be everywhere all at the same time. But then there's a point where, like, you can't just avoid the feelings of grief. You have to kind of deal with them. But the public just thinks that Kelly she really just needs a break. And I hope she gets it, especially for the holiday. But I love Kelly's voice, and I hope to hear some of her music. And, I don't normally tune in, like, to her show or anything. I don't watch the show, but I watched the beginning of the show. They clip that portion on YouTube, and I love to just listen to her intro when she performs. And when she performs with someone else and does a duet, I like to listen to that as well. But that's what I have for Miss Kelly Clarkson. Go get it in, girl. She's filled. She's boss energy. She's talking a lot. She's positive. And, she's on the cusp of something spectacular. And I like to see it.